All right, hello and welcome to a session of FitEssentials Basics. Today, my name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. If you have a staircase that you're near, or if you have like a smaller step stool, we're gonna use this as one of the options, just in like the first part of the warm up, kind of introducing some step up movements. And if you don't have anything of that available, we're just gonna be doing like some leg raises and such. So it's an option. If you have it, we'll start to introduce it. If not, no worries. Can add it on as we go. All right, let's go ahead and come on up to our feet. It's out of the way for now. And we're gonna do our breathing like we start with. So we're gonna walk those feet in, step the feet so the toes are all pointing straight ahead. Stand nice and tall, and as we breathe in, we're gonna circle those arms around, palms and forearms together. As you exhale, tuck your body down, pull your belly button in, tuck in the hips under. And now as we inhale, we're gonna breathe in, lift the chest, divide the arms, squeeze the glutes so you don't overarch through the back. And then again on the exhale, pull that chin in, kind of bow the head down as you round forward, tucking everything down and in. That's our rhythm. We'll go about 5 breaths total here. Breathe and lift, squeezing the glutes, pulling those shoulders back and down. Exhale, relax. Welcome everyone, great to see you. Good, lift and open, couple more times. And last one. Spread those fingers nice and wide, divide the hands. And final exhale. Tuck it down and in. All right, after that last exhale, go ahead and just relax the arms down to the side. Walk the feet just a little bit wider, and we're gonna go into our hip circles. So circle those hips around, nice and smooth. We get about 5 times one direction. Good, and about 5 times the other. Circle through. More. And 5, very nice. Either take it into a little bit of balance work next or steady yourself. We're gonna wake up our ankles. So set one foot down, lift everything up, pulling those shoulders back, either arms out to the side, lifting one foot up, or you can steady yourself here. Lift the toes, rotate them around. Try to give a couple of little pops and clicks through the foot, keeping all those bones and tendons moving. Good job. Keep lifting up through your midline, and then now look to turn your foot the other way. There you go. Very nice. Set that foot down in between legs and make sure I was on my left, so maybe you're right if you're mirroring me. Walk your feet just a little bit wider. Either reach your hands out or steady yourself on the chair or the countertop. You want to keep those heels planted. We're taking it into a little side lunge here. So we're lunging to one side, opening the inner thigh, heel planted as you send the weight to that side. Back to center, same thing other direction. Keeping the heel down, driving the knee wide. Very good. Let's get about 3 times each direction. As you come back to center, bring those arms down, kind of relax the shoulders. And as I take it the other way, I reach out. Got both feet firmly planted here. Fantastic. Move one more each side. Thinking across. And up. And last time, second side. Over. Good job. Back to center. Walking those feet back in. So like I said, I was on my left foot, probably your right. Opposite leg this time. Lifting up. I'm on my right ankle rolls, probably your left if you are mirroring me. There you go, up and around. And circle back the other way. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna go into a little bit of our step ups. If you have a step stool nearby, a staircase nearby that you can utilize, you're gonna be putting one foot up there. All right, if you don't have that step stool nearby, you can do our reverse steps, our giant steps. So you step one foot back, drive it up, drive that knee forward, back and up, kind of working that hip flexor. Otherwise, I would like to try to encourage working some step ups because you activate a little bit different muscles when you have something to push down and into. We're gonna go all on one leg and then we'll switch. So let's start with your left leg forward or left leg up on the step. Chest nice and tall. You can use your upper body here as needed, And when you're ready, driving through that foot, looking to stand all the way up, and then looking to control down. As you step back, make sure that knee is not dropping in anywhere. Push through the foot, stand up and open. There you go, controlling it down. And you can take the foot off the step and then step it back up. Pushing through, standing tall, back, taking the foot off, good. Couple more, up, and open the hips, back, and down. Good, last one, step, and pulling through. Good job, and down. Fantastic, go ahead and step it out. In between legs, rock those hips side to side. Very nice. So again, if you don't have that step stool, what am I gonna do? I'll do like that giant step where I step back and kind of pull through that front leg, all right? Otherwise, same thing, opposite foot. So I'll be on my left, probably your right. If you do have it up on a stool, see if you can get that whole foot, like that heel down as well. And when you're ready, driving up, pulling through, stepping it back and down, taking the foot off the step. Good job, and just watch here. Don't want those hips to kick out. So how straight and square can you stay? That looks better. Stepping back. Sometimes that knee drops in not on the up, but as you're controlling down. So see if you can pay attention to what's going on with the knee. Step forward, pull through. Good. Back and down. 1 to 2 more. Full foot, driving up, controlling down. Do one more here and open the hips. Awesome. And down. Fantastic. Go ahead and step off to the side. And we're going to do a little side stretch. And then we'll do that one more time through. So let's take your right hand on the hip, left hand. Actually, let's step your left foot back just a little bit. We're going to do that stagger stance version. We're going to start by reaching across the body. So opening the shoulder, opening the hip. Reaching a little bit farther each time, rotating back, rotating forward. We go probably between 6 and 10 reaches total. Breathe in as you rotate back. Exhale as you reach across. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Either stay there. If you're comfortable to reach overhead, now I'll start to reach up to overhead and turn your head and neck so you can look up towards that hand as you reach. We'll go between 3 and 5 here. Up and across, back down. Stretching out that side body. We don't realize it. Sometimes our tension in our low back is due to tension in the side of the body. One more. Down and reach and shake it out. Good job. Walk that left foot in and same thing other side. You want to support the left hand on the left hip, step the right foot back. And when you're ready, hand by the shoulder, reaching straight across. Get a nice rotation through the shoulder, through the hips. I'm pivoting a little bit on my trail leg. Breathe in as you pull it back. Exhale as you reach across. Inhale and exhale. Good. Either continue to reach about that forehead height, or if you feel comfortable and confident to reach straight up to overhead, taking it more into that side bend, following the hand with your eyes, down and across. 1 to 2 more, down, reach. Last one. Fantastic. All righty, walk that back foot in, shake it out. We're gonna go one more time through our step ups, or you'll do those reverse steps if you don't have the step up nearby. Otherwise, let's start with your left foot. If you have a step, if you can get your full foot, including your heel on that step, that's ideal. Using the hand as needed or reach those arms out. When you're ready, drive through that front foot, up and forward, controlling down. If you are on the step, take the foot off. Full foot plants, up, reaching back. Very good. Staying patient here. Gradually introducing this new skill here. You do it every day, especially if you have stairs in your house, but you want to make sure you're doing it well. So extending that hip fully. Push that big toe down. That helps the control at the ankle. And last one. Fantastic. In between legs, Just a little hip rock once again. Give a little bit of a break. Help everybody to reset. All right, last time, second leg. So more than likely your right. Place that foot or place it forward. 2, 1. Here we go. Reaching those arms out as needed or use a chair for support. Foot off, step it up. And just like on that giant step, you're propelling through the heel while gripping those toes. So I drive that heel down. That downward force gives you that strength to pull your body up and forward. Nice. Back. Place the foot. Push down. Extend. Fantastic. Place the foot. Up. Good. Maybe one more. Up. And open. Fantastic. All right. You are using a step. Go ahead and set that aside. We're going to be utilizing this a little bit more in upcoming sessions. So if you can get yourself a step stool for later sessions, that's what we'll be utilizing it for. All right. Otherwise, just kind of get a little bit more blood flow. Make sure you're not going to hit your arms on anything. You do a couple of step jacks. Open up the upper body here. So when you're ready, you're reaching up to overhead or shoulders out to the side. Add a little clap to it, whether it's overhead or to the side. Good. If anybody likes jumping jacks, you feel good to jump. 15 seconds left. You can add a little jump to it. Regular jumping jack. Otherwise, keep breathing. Keep your chest tall. 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. All right, if your water's nearby, grab a quick drink. And we're going to go behind the back stretch next. So if you need a towel or a band or anything to grab onto your hands, go ahead and get that now. All right, so behind the back stretch, walk your feet just outside the hips. Make sure your feet are firmly planted, have a little bend into your knees. Interlace those hands behind you as you extend those arms, keeping the ribs down as you lift up those arms. From here, if you'd like to take it into a forward fold, send your hips back. Bring your chin towards your chest. Raise those arms up as far as you're confident. Strong through your belly here, holding solid. Breathe 1 or 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, tuck those hips under. Go ahead and come on up. Whew, all right. Getting a little dizzy this morning myself. And a little bit hotter here today. So next, we're going to go into a series, working a couple of different movements. Elevated side plank is our first one. If you don't feel solid on the side plank, you can hold a front plank, which would be 2 arms on an elevated surface. Okay, if you know the side plank from the floor, you're welcome to go to the floor. Otherwise, from an elevated surface, you can support on the wall. I'm on a chair here. Kind of pivot your feet to the side. You really push through that downside shoulder, and then we hold on one arm best we can. So either down, or I can even be just kind of like against a wall, supporting my hand against the wall. All right, we're not starting yet, so shake it out for a second. After the side plank, we're going to be doing a lateral leg raise. So you can support on a chair against the wall. It's going to be lateral raise here, toe pointing straight ahead. Okay. Then we'll do some of our cross crawl patterns, working the brain, and then we'll do the opposite side of the body. Side plank, leg raise on the right side, and then a march and punch variation from there. All right, we're going to start in 15 seconds. We'll be going 2 rounds of this, holding about 30 seconds on the planks, about 45 on the other movement. So go ahead, start with 2 arms, placing those hands down or against the wall, stepping your feet back. If this is challenging for you, just stay on 2 arms. Otherwise, come onto your left hand, pushing through that shoulder. 2, 1, and here we go. Ideally, we have that elbow straight, but not hyperextended. So give a little play in the elbow, ripping down through those hands, hips nice and high. Good job. That's 15 seconds. Don't go to failure here, right? So if you feel like your body's going to give in, come out of it. That's 20. Lift the hips throughout. We want to not drop those hips down. Coming up on 30 in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rotate in, bring that other hand down, walk the feet in, and come on up to standing. So if you were supporting on your left hand, we're going to be moving the left leg. Support on the chair against the wall, and it's going to be a lateral leg raise. So point your left foot straight out in front of your body, cross it over to the right side, and then lift the toes, glide it wide, toes pointing straight ahead the whole time. So point the foot, bring it across, lift the foot, gently raise to the outside. Good job. Over and out, feeling these lateral hip muscles fire, over and extend. There's a tendency to kind of rotate the toe away, so pay attention. The foot points straight ahead the whole time. Good job. Cross and lift. Across the body and lift. 1 or 2 more. Over and up. Beautiful. 1 more. And set it down. Very good. Kind of loosen those hips up just a little bit. Rock them side to side. Some little hip rocks here. Imagine if you're like in Hawaii or something, a little hula dancers. All right, wonderful. We're going to go into our cross crawl patterns next. So standing tall, we'll go straight arms, straight legs on this first series. When you're ready, hand across the body, reaching for the opposite leg. Breathe. Good. Those that know the more advanced movement, elbow to the opposite knee. Otherwise, stick with those straight legs. There you go. As you come onto that single leg support, you want to really keep lifting through the hips. Don't feel like you have to go fast. Rather have you move with control. That's 30 seconds. Nice work. Okay, 1 more on each side. 2, 1, and rest. All right, wonderful job. If your water is convenient, grab a little drink. And then we're going to make our way to the opposite side of the body. We're going to be doing 2 rounds of this. So this is the second half of round 1. All right. Getting ready for that side plank on your right arm. Placing both hands down to start. Walking the feet back. So staying here, this is where your comfort level is. Or push solid through that right hand. Rotate the body. And here we go. Lift and hold. We don't want to sink into that shoulder, so we're lifting up the whole time through. Wonderful job. That's 15 seconds. Upwards of 30 here. But listen to your body. Maybe it's not quite ready for 30. That's over 20 seconds in. 3, 2, 1. Walk the feet back out. Bring those hands down and walk it up and in. Very nice. Lateral leg raises on your right leg next. Standing tall. Right leg, point it forward. Bring it across the body. Lift the foot and toes as you laterally lift that leg to the side. Good job. Point, lift, and glide it out. Awesome. Toes pointing straight on. You don't have to force that lateral lift, just as far as your body is comfortable with right now. And as always, when we're supporting onto one leg, we don't want to sink into those hips, so keep lifting up. Keep that engagement. Across and out. Awesome. Across, out. Nice. Over, up. Couple more. Over and up. Fantastic. All righty, shake it out. A little bit more blood flow. Second half of round 1. We're going to go into our march and punch. So bring those hands up by the shoulders. And when you're ready, knees up and punching across. You want to try to keep those shoulders, keep the fists and the hands right about shoulder height. And see if you can pair it with the legs. So I exhale as I punch and I lift that opposite knee and opposite foot. Good. You can try to even add a little pause to it, kind of really practice that stability, lifting up, hold strong on that punch and reach. Good. That's 30 seconds. You want to rest there, otherwise I'm going to take you through another 15. Wonderful. Whew. Okay, one more and rest. Awesome. All right, let's grab a drink before we jump into the second round. We back to the side plank. And if you're like, I don't feel really stable through my arms, sometimes people feel a little bit challenged in the low back on that side plank, stick with that double arm plank. All right, everyone. Back to your left side. Placing the hands underneath the shoulders, walking those feet back. Midline nice and strong, either holding just like this or gently rotate onto that left hand. 2, 1, and here we go. Holding solid. Lifting up through those shoulders. Wonderful. That's 15 seconds. You look straight ahead. If you want to look up at that outstretched arm. Over 20 seconds in. 3, 2, 1. There's our full 30. Walk it in. Walk those feet in. And lateral leg lifts next. Same side of the body. All righty. Feel free to balance here or reach those arms out. So your left foot, you're going to reach the toes straight out to start. See if you can cross the foot over the body and then lifting the foot, gliding it wide. Good job. Reach and lift. Toe pointing straight on throughout. Good job. Cross and up. Just working some small muscles today. These for this portion. Over and up. Awesome. And on that support leg, make sure you don't lock out that knee. So keeping a little give in the knee. Over 30 seconds in. Couple more. Point. Raise. Point. Raise. One more. And rest. All right, fantastic. We're going to go back to our cross crawl pattern next. You can stick with those straight arms, straight legs, bent arms. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, we'll do it behind the body. So behind the body, I would take my left hand to reach my right foot, my right hand to reach my left foot. So your choice, either in front or behind. Here we go. Whichever version you choose, making sure you're solid on that single leg. If you feel a little bit wobbly on one leg, just cross the body with the arms, reaching the arms across. Bowing forward, right? So there's lots of different ways to work that cross crawl pattern. Standing tall, gripping that foot down to reach. Wonderful. Over 30 seconds in, here comes the train. We got the train today, we got the wind. The last class, the computer totally blew off the stand twice. That was always fun. Got a little bit lower stand this time. Holding strong for us. 2, 1, and rest. All right, second half of set 2. Got the side plank first. Your water's nearby. Let's grab a little drink before we start. Okay, take that train all the way to Denver. Walk the feet back, place those hands down. We're going on to your right arm this time. And when you're ready, either holding on 2 arms or coming up onto that single arm support. Lift and hold. That's 15 seconds. Make sure those hips aren't dropping down, lifting them up. Lifting up out of that support shoulder. Almost there, holding in 3, 2, 1. Walk yourself back in, taking it back down. All right, lateral leg lifts of the second round. Second leg, you should be on your right side. So walk those feet in, standing nice and tall. And when you're ready, right foot points forward. Bring it across the body, lift the foot and toes, glide it out wide. Good. Across and up. Pause in that outstretched position. Over and up. Nice. If the lower body movement here is challenging, don't worry about the balance. Support with the upper body. If you like that little bit more challenge of the balance, reach those arms nice and wide. That's 30 seconds. We'll take about 3 or so more reps. Cross, point, raise, over, up, and finish that set. Fantastic. All right, just a march and punch, and we'll be done with this second set. We'll take a seat for a couple stretches. Standing nice and tall, go with that march and punch again. 2, 1, here we go. Knees up, feet up. Breathe. And you can either go fast or challenge yourself by moving slow, working on that stability. Good. Welcome back, Laura. We're just finishing. This is the last exercise of that first circuit. Nice job, everyone. 20 seconds left here on this march and punch. And we're going to take a seat, stretch out those hips, and we have one more series next. Oh, there goes my balance. Staying tall here. Nice, Shirley. Good. Great job keeping those arms up. Maybe one more each side. And everybody rest. All right, either take a seat on the floor or in the chair. All right. If you're sitting on the floor, you extend your right leg straight out, cross your left foot over your leg. If you're here in the chair with me, just grab that left leg, pulling it up and in, cross it over that ankle, and then we're gonna hug this leg in, sitting tall. See if you can turn your gaze. If it's convenient to reach the back side of the chair, you can, if you're on the floor, you can walk that outstretched hand around. You can reach the back of the chair, just gently kind of push into the chair to encourage a little bit more rotation. Shouldn't be painful though, so be gentle with yourself. 1 or 2 more breaths. And release. Good job. Uncross that leg. So again, if you're on the floor, now you'll extend your left leg. Sitting tall, let's pull your right leg up and in. Cross it over the knee. Hug it into the chest. Turn that head, looking over your right shoulder. Breathing deep here. You can either walk your hand on the floor around if you can reach the back of the chair, or if you have an armrest on your chair, you gently push into that. You can come a little bit deeper into that twist. Breathing here into the area of tension one more time. And relax. Good job. Bringing those legs down. If you're on the floor, you're going to come onto all fours for like a child's position. Toes together, knees divide. If you're sitting here in the chair, sit up nice and tall, feet flat. Then take the hands on the thighs, pull the chin in towards the chest, and reaching down for the floor. Looking at get a nice stretch in that lower back area, mid back. Whichever version you're doing, breathe into the back of those ribs. Where you feel that tension, try to send the airflow, expanding. And then on the exhale, your choice, if you can drop just a little bit closer to the floor. 1 or 2 more breaths. Very good. Go ahead and make your way on up. If you're down on the floor, you're going to stay on all fours. We're going to get some mid-back rotation. Sitting in the chair, hand behind the head, you're going to bring your elbow towards that opposite side of the body, and then sit tall or on all fours. You're going to rotate and peer over that arm. Here between like 5 and 8. So down, up, and rotate. Those of you on the floor, it looks like this. Hand behind the head, elbow towards that opposite arm, and then pivot from there. There you go. Down and in, up and across. We get pretty stiff through our mid-back, the area of the rib cage. So we got to really be intentional about those rotations, keeping the body moving through there. The more we get that rotation and maintain that rotation through the mid-back, switch sides when you're ready, the better we move at the neck, the better we move at the low back. When we get stiff in one area of the body, the other areas tend to compensate. And not in a super helpful way. Good job. One or two more. Down, sitting tall, following it with your gaze. Last one. Fantastic. All right, let's grab a little drink. We're going to come on back up to our feet. We're going to move in to try to stretch out our quads a little bit here. All right. So this can challenge people quite a bit. Try to grab that foot. I know it's my job to make it look easy. If it's like not going to happen for you, you can stagger your feet and just shift those hips forward, kind of get the nice opening here on the backside. If you can, look to grab that foot. That's the goal. And just watch your comments to yourself if you can't do it or if it's hard to do it. It is challenging for you. If you notice a really good stretch, this is one that I like to do at least once a day. So remember this movement. Especially with all the sitting that we do, we get really tight in those quads and those hip flexors. 2, 1, and go ahead and release that foot or step that back foot forward. Same thing other side. So again, you can step that other foot back, open those hips, rotate forward, or if you can grab that foot, that's our goal. Nice work. Here comes the wind. Hopefully the computer will stay. Staying tall. If you lose me, I'll come right back. Holding strong. And 3, 2, 1, and release that foot down. Wonderful. All right, we're not doing any kind of squatting as the circuit today, but I like to just at least take you through that full range of a squat. So either set the feet and reach the arms out or have something to support your upper body on. Walking the feet out about hip width apart, slight toe out with the toes. And then when you're ready, keep your feet planted and send your hips back. Keep your upper body as tall as you can. We want to try to sink down, keep all those joints open, and then push through your legs to come on up. Fantastic. Whew. Let's get 1 or 2 more here. Eyes up. Either reach the arms out or holding on. It's okay to use that upper body to support. We just want to keep that lower body moving through as much of a range as we can. Driving through the feet and standing. If that's enough for you, then give it a break or join me for one more time. Sitting back, full foot stays planted. Push your knees wide as you lower those hips down. Very nice. Good job, Laura. There you go, Kelly. Here we go. Come on up. Nice, Shirley. And rest. All right. We're going to be doing some seated rows with the band. Have one of those longer bands. We're going to want that. And we're going to be doing some either good mornings or some deadlifts today. So if you know the deadlift and want to go straight to it, you can have some weights on the ground. I'm going to take you through a total of 4 rounds here. So I'm going to start with the good morning. With a weight, or if you have a PVC, go ahead and join me with this PVC here. You're going to bring it up. You can bring it over the head, and then you bring it down to the back of the neck area here, resting on the shoulders. From here, check in with your feet when you have all those toes pointing straight ahead. So no toe out for this one. And then notice your posture. So rock the hips back, pull the belly button in, little bend into those knees. And then when you're ready, you're going to send your hips back, bowing forward, looking down towards the floor. Push through your feet, squeeze your glutes, stand straight tall, straight up and down. Very good. Long spine, bowing down and standing tall. Very good. We're going to go upwards of 45 seconds here. I'll let you know when we get to about 30. We're looking to move with control. This good morning can even be a little bit of a stretch through the back side of the thighs. Stretching those hamstrings a little bit. Very nice. There's 30 seconds. So either pause there if you're good to keep moving with me. tend to get a little bit dizzy. Whenever you stand tall, try to have the same spot that you're looking at, whether it's a tree branch straight ahead, if you get to be outside for this, a picture on the wall, whatever you can look straight on at. Last one, long spine and stand. Good job. Get that PVC behind the head of that broomstick. Do a couple up and down reaches here. There you go, opening those shoulders, reach, one more, and bringing it down. All right, we're gonna take it to that seated row next. So preferably with the band. If you don't have a band available, if you're okay to do a little bit more hinging work, you can do a bent over row, both arms together with some light weights. Otherwise, join me in the chair or on the floor. You're gonna take that band around one or two of your feet, sitting nice and tall. We're gonna go both arms together. When you're ready, palms down towards the floor, and I rotate my palms up and in. Reaching forward, and then squeeze back and in. Nice. Really get the most out of that movement here when we pull the shoulders back, stay long through the neck and head. Eyes straight on, reach, back and in, squeeze. Fantastic. Reach, exhale, good. Reach and back, fantastic. Maybe one or two more. Broad chest and rest. Good job. Set that aside. You can either come back up to your feet to stand or stay seated. If you want to use weights to start, you can. I'm going to just warm us up without any weights. We're going to be doing an alternating overhead reach. So sitting or standing nice and tall. We're going to reach one arm up. You can even just gently, especially if you don't have any weights, you want to add just a gentle side bend to it. Beautiful. Keeping that upper body moving. Stretch and reach. Wonderful. Yep. Get a little side stretch with it. I'm going to hold weights the next few rounds, but you can choose if it's appropriate for you to reach up overhead with some weight. You tend to hold a lot of tension in your upper body and your neck and shoulders, and maybe adding weight isn't the best idea for you. You got to make that call for yourself. Do one or two more each side, up and across, down. And rest. Fantastic. All right, if you are seated, if it works for you to come on up, we're going to do a weighted march next. So if you have some light or moderate weights, go ahead and pick those up. You're going to hold them at your sides. And we want to think not shoulders forward, but broad chest. Roll those shoulders back and just gently rotate your palms forward. From there, we're marching the legs. So knees up, toes up. Try to keep those hips as level as you can. And you can either march in place or if you want to move around your area. Really try to stay tall here. We tend to get pulled forward. So we want to keep pulling ourselves up and back. Eyes up, head up. Good. And depending upon the weight of your weights, if you want a little bit more challenge on the next rounds, if you don't have heavier weights, you can challenge your upper body a little bit more by bringing them up to your shoulders. Otherwise, I encourage you to get as heavy as you're confident on these. Gonna build that stamina. 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're gonna take about 30 seconds. Grab a little bit of a drink. From here, I'm gonna start to demo the deadlift next. Okay, I'm gonna hold a weight in between my legs. If you prefer that good morning, you can either go back to the broomstick behind the head, or you can hold a light weight right up against your chin and just bow forward and up from there. Okay. Otherwise, you can take your weight, hold it right between the legs, step the feet a little bit wider, and from here, I'm standing tall. When you're ready, you're gonna bend the knees just slightly. I'm gonna bow forward, sending my hips back. Depending upon your flexibility on that toe touch, I don't have to go all the way to the ground, right? I can just bring it to about the level of my knees and then squeeze the glutes and stand. So got about another 30 seconds, bowing forward, standing tall. Squeeze the bum as you stand straight up and down. If you are going all the way to the floor, you want to think about keeping that weight so it's going right between the ankles Keeping it close to your center of gravity. Very nice. Kelly, if you can just turn to the side, I can see your back angle a little bit better. Very good. Thank you. Nice. Up, over and down. Looks great, Laura. There you go, Shirley. Yep, over. And last one. And rest. Beautiful. Bent over or seated row with the band is our second exercise. Change sides so I can change which way I'm turning my head. All right, everyone, sitting nice and tall. Outstretched arms. And 2, 1. Join us when you're ready. Both arms together. Pull in, squeeze them back. Reach it forward. Exhale, row them in. I want to think long spine here. So how long can you hold your neck? And watch, we tend to kind of lose everything forward as we reach. So try to only reach through your shoulders. Shoulders reach, but head and neck stays stationary. Awesome. Forward, backing in. Working those mid-back muscles. Try to pull those shoulder blades together. Help your postural strength. Help you to sit tall and stand tall. Good, couple more. Reach it out. Pulling it in. Last one. And rest. All right, fantastic. We're gonna go our overhead reach. Feel free to bring it back to standing if you want to stand up for this. Stay unweighted, or if you want to hold a little bit of weight, go ahead and grab those now. We're going to stick with those alternating arms. So 2, 1, when you're ready. One arm reaches up, bringing it all the way down, and then the other side. This overhead reach is the only time we kind of try to elevate that shoulder up. Try to bring that shoulder up towards the ears. Get that shoulder blade to rotate as much as it can laterally. Nice. Try to reach that hand or that light weight right over the center of your head. As you're bringing it back down, try to point that elbow straight ahead. Nice. Wonderful. Good, good reach there, John. Looks great. Okay, one more time. Up, down, and everybody rest. All right, shake it out. If you were seated, you're going to come back to your feet. Weighted marches next. If you have anything a little bit heavier than what you are reaching overhead with, go ahead and grab the heaviest weights you feel confident with. Maybe you only have one. You can hold it in one hand. And otherwise, when you're ready, here we go. Shirley froze on us today. Are you still there, Shirley?
I'm still here, but I've lost you.
Oh, man. You've lost me. Good job, everyone. Keep it moving. If you can try to swipe it to the side while I'm talking. Nice job. About 20 seconds left. Watch that upper body posture. Pull those shoulders back. Can't see me, Shirley. Just do the best you can. We're doing our march here. Weights at the side. And 2, 1. Everybody rest. Woo! All right, that's 2 down. I'm going to take you through one more round. If you've already put in quite a bit of work today, your body's just getting a little bit tired. Don't feel like you have to push through another round. You can always take this round off. We'll be doing a little bit more stretching when we're all said and done. So feel free to just wait. Otherwise, we're going to go here in about 20 seconds. You can stick with those good mornings or join me on the deadlift. 2 weights this time. So last time we did one weight in between the legs. If you have 2 weights and it feels more comfortable, you can walk your feet in so the toes are straight ahead and have the weights on the outside of your thighs. Chest tall, shoulders back, little bend in those knees. And when you're ready, pull that belly button in, bowing forward, standing tall. So the good morning, you can have a weight up at your chest or arms crossed over, bowing forward there. On the deadlift, you should go just a little bit farther down. Good. John, get a little bit more bend in those knees. Slight bend in the knees. There you go. And now hinge at the hips. Fantastic. That looks great. Squeeze the bum. Stand tall. Keeping a little bend in those knees the whole time. You don't want to lock out the knees. Nice. Belly button pulled in. Down, down. There you go. Good, Shirley. I can see you again. Over and up. That's
There you are.
Say it again.
I can see you. You're moving.
Nice.
I can see you. You're moving.
All right. There we go. Good. And everybody rest. Final round of that seated row. Technology has benefits and it definitely also has its challenges. Sit nice and tall. Take that band. You're looking to wrap it around 1 or 2 feet. Reach your arms straight out. Turn those hands down towards the floor to start. And then when you're ready, rotate the palms in. Reaching out and squeeze the back in. Nice. Forward and back. Good. Looks great. Kelly, just keep that chin pulled in nice and tight. Keep that midline strong. Keep that bend over version. I love it. Hold and reach. Breathe in that reach forward. Exhale as you pull it back in. We're working away from that forward pull posture. People tend to sit and live here, everything around and forward. So you want to pull back, sit tall. One more. Reach, grow, and rest. Fantastic. Overhead reach. Feel free to come on up to standing for this, or stay with me seated. If you want to hold the lightweight, you can. Or just reach the hands. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Wait, so without any weight, I'll have a little bit more.
Your audio is scratchy.
I think we're hot, might be a little wiser for this. All right, everyone, keep it moving. Sorry for the volume. It's reach and down. Good. Up and down. Just kind of move us a little bit more into the shade to finish. This will work. And 3, 2, 1, and everybody rest. We're going to go into those weighted marches next. All right, final exercise, and then we'll stretch. Palms forward, standing tall, and here we go. Knees up. I have to get an umbrella. I think the computer gets too hot, and then we start to lose the volume. Yeah, shoulders back, knees nice and high. Fantastic. Watch the shoulders. Start to come forward. Try to keep that head stacked right over top of the hips. Shoulders over. Fantastic. 20 seconds to go. There you go. Final 10. Lift those toes as well. Toes up as you lift the feet. Nice. And everybody rest. All right. Set that down. Grab a drink. Go ahead and put everybody else back on me. Thanks for letting me know when you can't hear me well, because I'm not aware. All right. Find a little bit here. Let me grab my chair. Okay, we're going to come on down, get a little bit of some spinal rotation. So either sitting on the floor or in the chair. So similar to stretch to what we did a little bit earlier. If you're sitting in a chair, as you cross that leg over, you can take that hand to the opposite arm or walk it around on the floor. So we're pulling this leg in and across and rotating this elbow, peering over that shoulder. Nice work. Just nice and gentle here with these spinal rotations. Get about 5 more on the elbow, up and back, keeping that shoulder blade moving. And release. Good job. Same thing, opposite side. Set that foot down, sitting tall, crossing that leg over, hand to the same side. Peer in that direction. Ah. Very good. Keep turning those eyes in that direction. And 2, 1, and release. Good job. Bringing that foot down. And let's loosen up those shoulders and those traps a little bit. So pick your arms out to the side. If you're seated on the floor, you might want to stand up or come to a kneeling position. You're going to breathe in, lift up into the ears on that inhale, then nice and gentle on the exhale. Push the shoulders down, open through the chest. So I breathe in, shoulders up. Exhale, pull them down and out. 3 more. Good. Really try to emphasize up and then down, 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 down. Teach those shoulder blades to live back and down on the spine. 1 or 2 more. Up and in. Exhale down. Good job. From here, if you do have a chair that you can sit on or a carpet with a soft cushion, I'm going to take your left hand, palm up, just place it right underneath your glute there. We're going to use this to hold this shoulder back and down. And you're going to sit tall, pull the chin in, bringing it down towards the chest, and then bringing the chin across to the collarbone on your right side. You want to add a little overpressure here. You can take your right hand, just like the fingertip of like the middle finger on the left side of your head, and just give a very light overpressure, encouraging that chin down towards the chest. You're looking to feel this kind of like the back side of the neck on your left side, a little bit down. We call it like the upper trap stretch here. And release when you're ready, gradually coming on up. And then same thing, other side. Palm up. If you have a soft cushion that you can bring it down. Otherwise, just think about traction that shoulder back and down. Sitting tall, chin pulls in, lowering it down towards your chest. And now bring it across towards your left side collarbone. Either holding there, if you'd like to take the fingertip of your left hand, a little more towards the right side of the head. Just imagine if I were going to set like a quarter, a nickel on top of your head. That's how gentle we're being here. Very soft. Couple breaths. And gradually release. All right. We're going to go one final stretch coming up, either finding a doorway or a wall. We're going to open up the chest. Got Mr. Tree here. So whether you're on a doorway or the wall, you're going to bring your elbow up to about 90 degrees, place it against the door or the wall. If you're on your left side, you're going to step your left foot forward, lean into it, and then take your right hand, reach it out and away, and turn your head. Opening the front of the chest. Nice, smooth breathing. And when you're ready, go ahead and come on off. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make my way over to the fence here. Again, elbow about 90 degrees, inside leg steps forward, lean into it, and then rotate away. Good. 1 or 2 more breaths here, inviting that chest to open. And gradually come on off. All right, everybody, that's everything we have for today. Feel free to keep yourself loose, some rotations. If you want to kind of repeat that toe touch that we did, either standing or even from that seated position. Anything else that your body's asking for? Otherwise, thanks for your patience with the weather and all the technical challenges, and hope to have
a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.